All right, here we go. This is the Tool PRS-3.2. This is the clamp that I went with. The clamp was pre-assembled, although in the instructions it had a exploded diagram. Okay, so for the plate, Tool wanted 200 plus. This plate was purchased at a local salvage yard. What needed to happen with the plate, so real quick, it's a 1/2 inch plate. It weighs about 85 pounds. The Tool one only weighed 65 pounds. More or less the same length and width. I believe this one is, actually, hang on. Okay, real quick here. So it's a 2.5 by 2.5. So it's more or less 2 foot by 2 foot. Yeah, so what happened, we had to drill the screws through the plate. That was pretty tough, but definitely worth the price. Again, Tool wanted close to $200. This one was only $45. So the trick here, and actually all the hardware that came with it, I was able to use it. After drilling the holes, we had to make an inset underneath it. That way it sits flush. So the screws, they would, again, it's just a recessed part, which made the screws sink into the plate, creating the bottom to be flush and the head of the screw not to be sticking out. Again, the hardware that came with this purchase is the hardware that was used. Yeah, again, $45 compared to $200. I believe it was actually like $220, something around there. Okay, so here we go. This actually kind of freaked me out because when I opened the box, I didn't see this pole. This pole was actually sitting inside of here. This was already assembled by me. It's pretty basic. This screwed onto here. Yeah, so that was pretty easy. Again, when I purchased it, it wasn't put together, just one screw, one bolt to put this on there. Okay, so pretty much this goes in here. And actually, at this point, we could just put this plate on there, or the little gadget to hold the tools. The one thing I noticed was you don't have a lot of options for adjusting the height. What I did was go with the middle for the height. It's really the best you could do because the top hole is used for the tool holder. Put this on there, and then this little screw goes into here. One thing I found, this thing is not really it's not too stable. I'm not sure if I'm doing it wrong. If somebody knows a better way to hook this thing on there, let me know, because again, it's not very stable. I even torqued it down, and torquing it down didn't do much. I'm not gonna torque it now, but make it a little tighter. But yeah, it kind of just wobbles in there. So I need to figure out a way to maybe make it tighter. Okay, so this was a part, and it kind of threw me off a little bit. These come out, you just take them off of here. What needs to happen is these parts that have the angle should be the parts where the pipe sits. So actually we'll have to pull this out. Again, the parts that are angled, they kind of actually make the shape of the pipe, if you notice. So those are the parts that face the pipe. So I'm gonna pull it out. Ooh, put that in there, and then we'll put the pipe in. You'll know if they're not the right way because the pipe will not go in. I do like this feature. You can pretty much adjust on the fly. It has little grooves to lock in place. So as you're working, you can basically have it where you want it, tighten it, doesn't move real quickly, untighten it, swing the bike around. This thing's so solid, you can move the bike with ease. Now I'll just put a little bit of torque on it. Okay, same thing with this, same technology. These two bolts screw onto here. This one's spring loaded. Same thing. The grooves face the shape of the pipe. Drop that in like so. Again, this was already assembled, even though the directions had a exploded diagram. So thing's pretty slick. Just goes into here. Pretty much just sits there. Comes out at will. Of course, if you angle it to where you want the bike and you lock it down, it's not going anywhere. Solid as heck. Yeah, part Tool PRS-3.2. This thing I did notice you use this kind of as to tighten that final tightness. So for example, if you have the bike in there, actually we'll put a frame in there real quick. The frame I took apart just to use it for some decor. Yes, so based on the instructions, this is more of a quick kind of lever, but you want to get that final tightness with the with screwing it down. So at that point it's in there again, very solid, and then you loosen it and then clamp it open for that quick pop open. So yeah, so far I've had this thing, and compared to what I previously had, it is solid as heck. All right, thank you for watching. Hopefully you like this video. Click like and subscribe. Thank you.